So how can anybody start from scratch and invest in raw land and create profits? What's good, everybody? It's Michael Alder here from TakingActionToday.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you 10 steps anybody can take to go ahead and start investing in raw land and become successful at it. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to kill it in the beginning here, but I want to give you the blueprint that anybody can follow so you can go ahead and map things out, actually take action on this and get results, and then you could scale and become more profitable as your confidence grows. So let's dive right into this. So first steps here, I recommend you start with cheap off-the-grid land because it's desirable and it's hard to mess up when you're only investing money that is less than $1,000. Think about it. Everybody wants to get into the real estate game and be this big wholesaling giant, but the reality of it is most people get too scared, don't take enough action, and don't achieve anything because the numbers are too big. If you start with rural vacant land in the Southwest or parts of Florida that you can acquire for under $1,000 to test the waters, make things happen, get results, you're going to be that much better off, and it's a safe blueprint to follow. So how do we get in the right direction and figure out which properties to buy? Start by going to landcentury.com. Now, if you go on landcentury.com, we're just going to use this as a reference point. They have a section that says land deals below $1,000. I want you to go on there and start searching the properties. I'm not saying to buy properties off of here. I'm just saying to search them out and see what counties are investors offering deals at for under $1,000 and what size parcel can you get for that price point. So for example, if you see Baxter County, Arkansas in there and they're all listed for $7.99, that's good to know. And if you see Cochise County, Arizona listed at $9.99, that's good to know. What size is that parcel? Who's the person selling it on there? And how do we get deals cheaper than that so we know we could compete with the wholesalers in the marketplace there? First things first, when you're doing this, you must know all the sizes, the counties, and the numbers to be successful at this game. So study this, make it a habit, and just know this like the back of your hand. Next, I want you to go ahead and start shopping all the other land platforms. I want you to go to landwatch.com, landandfarm.com, landflip, landmodo. Look for all these comparable properties that you just researched off of the first platform and see what other investors are listing them for on these platforms. You want to know what the marketplace is offering on all the platforms across the board. The numbers you cannot know enough about. Don't overanalyze, but you want to know what the values are on different platforms. So when we execute and make our purchases, we know our odds of being profitable are going to be that much higher. Next step, you want to connect with all the true wholesalers on these platforms. You want to know their contact info. You want to know their phone number. You want to know their website, and you want to subscribe to their email list. When you connect with people like this on these other platforms and you could analyze their deals, you'll know what they're offering them for. And when they drop their pricing, you'll know to jump right away and make an even lower offer or just swoop it up at their discounted price so you can flip for a fast profit. All right, so you connected with the wholesalers. You know their contact info. You know their website and you're on their email list. You want to watch their websites as well. So it's almost like tracking stocks. When you see a stock skyrocketing and then it drops, that's when you want to buy because you know it's a strong enough company that the money will come back in. Same exact thing with these land sellers. When you're tracking their websites and you see them listing everything for $1,000 and it drops to $700 because they wanted to get off their plate, they're motivated, you're going to dive in and swoop it up. Maybe not even for $700. You might be able to talk them down to $500. You want to swoop up this deal, and now we're really going to pay attention to the process because it's time to buy and get ready to profit. So you found a property from a wholesaler at about 50% of value that you could turn around and flip for fast cash, or you could go ahead and seller finance for a quick profit. You want to reach out to the wholesaler, let them know you're ready to buy, make sure there's no hidden cost, make sure the deal is still profitable. And now, when I said pay attention to the process, this is what you need to learn about this county that you're buying property in so you can become profitable and scale. The key thing is the deed process. So first things first, Mr. or Mrs. Wholesaler wants to sell you a property, find out how they're taking payment. You'll need to know this. A lot of people in the industry are using MoonClerk, myself included. So when you pay with your credit card, you'll use a checkout system on MoonClerk and you'll put in your information for the deed. Everything's good. Next, you'll get notification that they've been paid and they are going to prepare the deed for you. After that, you want to know how the filing process works because they're going to send you a copy of the deed. So that's easy. You can use that as your template. But who do you mail the deed to? How much does it cost to file a deed? How does the whole filing process work? And when you have all these steps laid out and ready to rock, this is going to enable you to scale your business when you really dive in and go big with this. So pay attention to all these steps. Take note on everything. Have your deed saved in a Word doc. And when the seller officially files the deed in your name, you are ready to rock. We need to get onto selling these, which I'm going to have a whole follow-up video on how to market, how to list, how to sell. But the most important part is I recommend you get 3 parcels right off the bat. I call that your bait in the water. Now, not everybody could afford to dive in like this, and that's fine. Save your money, sell some stuff, whatever it takes. If you're really serious about the land business, you need to do what it takes to scale, but it is tough to get things up and running when you only do one deal. So your very first deal in the industry should be one that you follow the process through and through in one county. The next one, I suggest you target another county that looks good. Learn the whole process through and through. What are they selling for? What can you acquire them for? How does the deed prep look like? And how do you file the deed so you can handle all these steps? Next, move on to the next county. Once you have 3, we're going to talk about how to market all 3 of these properties so you can go ahead and build out something really big, really passive, and get the financial freedom that you're after. So I know I kind of blended all these steps together in this, but there really is 10 steps when you chunk it all down from start to finish on becoming a land investor. Like I said, follow-up videos will absolutely have how to market properties and the negotiation process. I'm going to do a whole video on that because it is an art, and if you do it right, you will close more deals by politely negotiating with people rather than trying to hit people over the head, upsetting them, and just getting the door slammed in your face. So I'm sure you have more questions about the land investing industry. By all means, throw a comment down below. Fire away with any questions. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll connect with you on the next video.